keeping it moving. Like, what are we doing if we ain't moving? I'm keeping it groovy. Hey, yeah. I own the business.
It's your girl QuiQui back at it again with another video. You know the vibes. It's your girl QuiQui, Big Qui, Big Dog. Know the vibes. Today I'm gonna be doing a story time about money. Ashy, I don't care. I'm gonna be doing a story time about the time that I almost lost my life in a car crash 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago. It was in 2018. It was the Tuesday before Christmas, right? So we gon' cruise back into 2018, right? It was a Tuesday night, and every Tuesday I have choir practice. Finished school, I think I was on winter break, right? Yeah, I was on winter break. So I was on winter break and it was a Tuesday night and I had choir practice. So I, like every Tuesday, I'm home, so I, you know, got in my whip and drove to church. So I'm at church. I remember that Tuesday night, I think my mom wasn't feeling well, but I can't remember if she was at church or if she was at home. I don't remember if I left her home or whatever. So I know she wasn't feeling well, right? So I was thinking, like, after practice I'll go to if you're from Connecticut, you know Benji's in Hereford, but I was gonna go to his second restaurant that he had. It was the seafood spot. So I was gonna go to the seafood spot and get her some fish tea soup, right? So after practice, me and my mom's younger sister, so me and her name is Raj, me and her, we was on our way home, and I was thinking, oh, I should get mom some soup since she's not feeling well, right? So she was like, yeah. So then I was like, all right, bet. So I'm gonna go to the Ave and go to Benji's and get some fish tea soup from the seafood spot. Yeah, so I went to go get a pick. Well, I went to go to pick it up, right? So, but I think that was the first time I went there, so I grabbed the menu because I was like, ooh, like they got some good stuff. They got like some jerk pasta, you know, Rasta pasta and things like that. So I was like, I bet. I don't know, around this time, like I was on some like, I don't know, like the way my mind was, like I don't know, where my head at this time, my head was like in a crazy like space. I don't know what was going on with me, but I don't know, I was like in this like rebellion, like invincible, like nobody can't touch me type, like nothing can happen to me, I'm good type, you know, type mindset, right? So around this time, like I don't know, for some reason, like I just wouldn't put on my seatbelt. And it started, like when I first got my car and I first got my license, like I used to always wear my seatbelt. But I don't know, like lately, around that time, like it started out small, like, oh, I'm just going down the street, so I'm not gonna wear my seatbelt, right? Disclaimer, don't follow me, wear your seatbelt. I have learned my lessons. I wear my seatbelt now. I wear my seatbelt everywhere, even if I'm just going down the street, even if you know, the devil trying to whisper in my ear like, girl, you don't need your seatbelt today, I puts it on. Cause seatbelt save lives, and I'm about to tell you how it saved lives. But wear your seatbelt. All y'all kids out there, if you 16, you got your license, whatever, wear your seatbelt, okay? Wear your seatbelt, right? But for some reason, when we left church, I don't think I had my seatbelt on, but for some reason, when we got the soup and we was on our way home, like something told me, like, put your seatbelt on. All my friends would probably tell you, oh, Qui drive crazy, da 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 da, she drive like a dude, she always driving fast. I drive like I'm going somewhere, and that's all I'm gonna say. If you're going somewhere, you drive I drive like I'm going somewhere. That doesn't tell you I drive too fast. That doesn't tell you I drive too slow. That just tells you that I drive like I'm going somewhere. Okay? So yeah. So we're on the highway now, because I gotta, you know. So we're on the highway and I'm on my way home. And for some reason, like I wasn't speeding, I was just driving. And Raj, she was in a passenger seat. She was just, like, she was going through the menu or whatever. Like I had the music down. Like usually I had my music blasting, music was down, everything. And she was like saying like what they had, and I was like, oh, that sounds good. So legit, this happened so fast. So we're probably like a minute, couple seconds away from the exit that we have to get off to go home. And out of nowhere, like, to this day, I still don't know what happened. Out of nowhere, right? Like something like zoomed past me. Like boom. Like, all you see is light. And it's dark. It's like after 9 o'clock. Something just zooms past me, right? And I swerved. Like, I swerved. I don't know why I swerved, but I swerved. And when I swerved right, I swerved left, I swerved right, I swerved left. And I spun in a circle and hit the wall. I hit it front first. Yeah, I hit it front first. So when I hit the wall, I go boom. And then I think I spun again, and then the car stopped. And I think I braked in the middle of the highway. And mind you, there's cars behind me, like there's traffic, there's regular traffic. It's not heavy, but there's traffic. And for some reason, like, I didn't interrupt nothing that was going on. Like, cars are still driving by. You know, everybody was just minding their business. So after I hit the wall, so the car stopped, and my first, and I've never been in a car crash before, right? So the airbags came out, but the seat, this is why you're supposed to wear your seatbelt. The seatbelt like held us back, like this, like it held us back. So when the airbag came out, it didn't hit our face, that's what your seatbelt's supposed to do. That's why you're supposed to wear your seatbelt, right? The car, I guess, no one tells you this, but I guess when the airbag comes out, there's like smoke or like dust or whatever. But to me, I didn't know that. So I'm like, yo, the car is I'm like, yo, the car. I'm talking to Raj. I'm like, yo, the car is smoking, we gotta get out, My first instinct is not to put the car in park, not to do this, not to pull over, because we're in the right lane, like right before we get to the exit. My first thing, not to pull over, not to do park. I'm like, bro, we gotta get out the car, right? So I hop out. Mind you, I'm the driver, and I'm in the left. we in the right lane, but I'm in the left. I'm in the driver's seat, and if I get out the car, I'm coming out to traffic. So I hopped out the car. Like, hopped out the car. And the car started rolling. And I'm like, yo, Roger, get out the car. It's funny now because like we were just dramatic, like, but we didn't know what to do. So I'm like, Roger, get out the car. So she hops out the car, but I think when she hopped out the car, like, she like scraped her knee, and I think she thought like she broke her like wrist or something like that. So then she got out the car. So then I ran down there to get her. Mind you, like, I'm in shock. Like, if I'm hurt, I don't know, because I'm out here thinking I'm Superwoman. So I go down there and I'm like, yo, I'm like, you good? So the car rolls down the highway and then hits like another wall and then stops like on the other side of the highway. Mind you, there's still traffic, there's still cars coming, there's trailers, there's all this. Like, I could have killed myself, Roger, and mad people that were driving on the road last night. Like, but God was in the midst. I'm like, yo, like, are you good? So I hugged her and I was like, bro, you good? And she's like, yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm like, yo, like, what do I do? Like, the phone's in the car. Like I'm just confused. My glasses in the car, like, my vision type blurry right now. Like, I'm just shocked and all over the place. So let me tell you how the Lord be working in mysterious ways. So these two ladies, they pulled over on the highway and they asked us like, hey, are you okay? Or are you like, because they see us walking on the side of the highway, like on the median, not the median, but the side where you're not supposed to drive on. So they're like, oh my, like, are you guys okay? You guys need any help? Like, what, like, what's up with you guys? Like, were you guys in a car crash or something? And then I was like, yeah, I just got in a car crash and my car rolled over there. And they were like, how'd you get to the side of the highway? Because mind you, where the car is, they're thinking that we got out the car and we walked to the other side of the highway. But I'm like, no, we didn't cross the highway. The car rolled over there or whatever. So they were like, okay, they were like, get in, we're gonna pull over, get in, and then you can call someone. So yeah, they were, I think, yeah, they were EMTs. So they were asking this question like, are you hurt, you know, this and that. They were like, you know, like right now you guys are in shock, so you guys are probably not gonna feel, like, if you guys are in pain, you probably are not gonna feel it until later, so, you know, make sure you guys go to the hospital. And they were like, do you want us to, I was like, I think they asked us like, did we want them to drive us to the hospital, but I think we said no, like, we're fine. So they were like, okay, like, do you know any number they can call? But like my mind is blank, like, I don't, like, I'm trying to think like numbers. I'm like, bro, like, who I'm gonna call? Like I couldn't, I was just in shock. So then we get over there, and when I get over there, I think the police were there. Yeah, the police were there, and the trailer, he got the car, and he's like, how far do you live? So I'm like, I live down the street. And first of all, he charged me an arm and a leg. Mind you, he didn't even drive 5 minutes, if that. He did not drive 5 minutes to drop the car, to bring the car to the house. So my sister picks me up, and I'm in the car, and she's like, are you okay? So I just started crying. I was like, oh my god, like, I almost died. I could have killed Roger. Like, I don't know, oh my god, I almost lost my life. She's like, stop crying, it's gonna be okay. She's like, just stop crying, like, it's gonna be fine. And I'm like, no, because I could have died. And then, like, I was just on the fact that I could have died, which is true, I could have died. So I get home now, and the trailer, not the trailer, what you call them, the wrecker, comes with the car. And first of all, he's an offie, biggest offie I know. So he comes, and he brings the car in, and he puts the car in the yard, and he's like,
haha, what a hit. I wonder how you did. He's like, how'd you do that?
And I'm looking at him like, is this the time to be making jokes? Like, sir. So he was just annoying or whatever. So paid him the money. Oh, the fish soup, the soup that we got spilled everywhere in the car, like everywhere. The entire car smelled like fish soup. Dirty, stink, fam. The entire car smelled like fish soup. So then we went to the hospital, and we're there for like hours, and we finally get seen, right? And we finally get seen, and like, it was honestly just a waste of my time. But I understand, like, it's like a protocol thing, but it was just a waste of time. Like, we got there, they checked me, they were like, oh, this hurt. I was like, no, I'm good. I was like, okay, you're fine. And then they checked Raj, and it was like, oh, like, you're good, da da da. And I was like, and then they checked her jaw hurt or whatever, and then whatever, that was it. But yeah, that was the time that I almost lost my life. Crazy thing is that going through that car accident really triggered like my anxiety, and I started like having like PTSD about it. Like, every time I would like drive past the area where I crashed, like, I would get flashbacks and like get really like tense and like freeze up and get really anxious about it. And I don't think I talked to anybody. I don't think I told anybody this, but other than my mom. Another thing that I wanted to say is, like, the devil thought he was strong. Like, the devil really thought he was strong. Like, he really thought he was strong. After I done came from church, I done spent the evening in church singing my little songs, you know, getting ready for Youth Sunday. He thought he was strong. Like, he really thought he was strong. But my God is stronger. And like, the devil thought he was gonna kill me and Roger that night. Like, he thought he was gonna be like, he thought he was gonna kill us all. Like, he thought he was finna done us. Like, we weren't gonna see another Christmas. But I was like I said, my God is bigger. My God is stronger. My God wins daily. So, like, I was just really thankful and grateful to have the Lord on my side continuously and always, because he really, like, he was really there in the midst. Like, that could have gone so wrong. Like, we could have, like, if something didn't tell me to wear my seatbelt, I would have went out of the I would have flew out the windshield and died. Like, I could have killed Roger and then got life in prison. Like, so many things could have went wrong. But my God was like, nah, I got you. Like, you want to be a little rebellious and you want to be in a little situation right now, but I got you, okay? Because you're my daughter. I got you. So I'm not finna get too churchy, too preaching on y'all, but if you have God in your life, keep him in your life. And if you don't have him in your life, get him in your life, because you're doing it all wrong. You really are doing it all wrong. But like I said, it's your girl Qui. Keep Jesus in your life. Wear your seatbelt. Drive for you and others. And be breezy. I love y'all. I'm out.
This one's for you, yeah. Shop, I think we got one.